Alrighty then, folks. Hello then. Welcome back to some more MS Saga. So as you'll notice, the Gauf is slightly different. Yes, I actually painted it. But more importantly, I gave it a Z-Gut claw as well. So I painted it I forgot which color blue, but it just looked kind of better because the arm was red for some reason. I'm not quite sure. And then the legs were purple. So I just painted it like vaguely blue. So it looks very Rumble Raleigh. Kind of like it though. I left the shield the original color because I forgot to equip the shield beforehand. I also gave it an HP part and a power part. I made the HP part and then, or I also made the power part actually. I opened this chest. Whoops. I opened this chest up here. That one was locked before. I hadn't used one before. But I opened that one because I was curious what was inside of it. It was in HP part 3. And I think I gave that to Aeon. Yeah, I gave it to Aeon. Yeah, it was an HP part 3, so I gave it to her, which I think gave 200 more HP, which is super useful. I could have gave it to Fritz, but Fritz has, like, ridiculous amounts of speed right now. Like, 119 speed. Like, look at all of Aeon's stats versus Fritz. Yeah, I gave Fritz the Zaku 2 Kai, or the Zaku 2S. Which is the Zaku 2 special in this one, but it's basically, it's Char Zaku 2, it's even painted in the Char color. Double shields because, one of the enemies around here dropped them. Also gave him the the large type propellant, I was about to say the enhanced propellant. But I gave him the large type propellant, which I believe gives 3 extra energy. So you'll notice at the top right, he actually has 6 energy right now. That's because the Zaku 2 Kai actually starts with 1 extra energy. I had honestly completely forgot that was a thing, but that is a thing. So he can use shoot all at the very beginning of a battle, which is so useful. But yeah, I also gave Aeon 2 of the Zaku 2 Zaku Shield Kais, so they both have them. But I left them the same color for the Zaku just because the Zaku 2 doesn't really look good in any of the colors they give you. Like, I went and looked around on a lot of them, they just don't look very good. But what can you do? But yeah, she also has an extra propellant. That was the thing that gave 1 extra energy that we picked up a little while ago. I think we're going to ditch that whenever we get the chance, but right now we're going to use it. Yeah, she has everything the same as before, though. I think equipment-wise, everyone's basically the same. Yeah, Fritz is upgraded a little bit just because I didn't really have to give a fuck. Like, I could even have gave him the heat sword if I wanted, but I didn't. And yeah, Tristan still has the iron spear. Yeah, you'll notice for a little while at least, like every 4 or so episodes, there'll be a transition between 2 where I'll just get much stronger, then much stronger again, then much stronger again. Yeah, so now we have to go head for Fort Arid, which, as a kid, and when I say as a kid, I mean as a 15-year-old, this is the part that always tripped me up because I never knew where we had to go. I never knew where we had to go because we had to avoid where we had gone before and go to Africa, which I think we have to go around this lake over here. You wouldn't believe how much I'd kill for a stealth system right now, but I think we had to go, like, around this lake. Oh, I also forgot to mention it, but you'll notice everyone's level 12 now. Oh, I have to go to status, I think, to look at their abilities. Tristan got Bakut's Ken and Power Charge, I believe? Or was it Counter Zone? Oh, he got another ability that's pretty useful. I think Power Charge completely avoids armor, which is really useful against those people who are protected against everything. And Counter Zone is just anti-melee attack. It's not as useful as Counter Snipe, which we'll get a little bit later, which just, like, completely negates the enemy trying to melee you. That's really useful in a later fight. Fritz got, I think, High Repair at one point. Yeah, he got High Repair. That's just the next level in Repair. I think after that is Full Repair. And did he get Chemical Cracker on screen? I don't remember. Chemical Cracker is just a chemical ability. And then, did Aeon get anything? Aeon got Arm Snipe, apparently, and Snipe Assist. Snipe Assist is the one where if they try to range attack you, you'll shoot them. But it doesn't affect certain bosses, so it's kind of useless. And by certain bosses, I mean most of them. And then Aeon got some other, debuffs, and then some High Repair. Also Shock Mind and Terror Mind, which I never really use, but they cause status effects. But the AI doesn't really matter for status effects, so there's no point in using them. We just got an iron axe. That'll be useful. You know what, though? I should really just leave in all these battles, just so you can watch how much we wipe the floor with people. It's kind of satisfying. Yeah, like, you'll never be able to tell on the map, but there's a base here. Alright, so you'll notice in the middle of this, there's this giant bridge. I don't think I think it's just like straight land for when we get there. The actual bridge is like really, really small. But, you know, just in headcanon, imagine this is like makeshift fortifications built on two sides of like a giant bridge. Like a giant Golden Gate Bridge style thing. Crossing the chasm between, I guess Sinai, but Sinai doesn't really exist in this world. Between Africa and Europe. And, like, we're about to fight over this, like, rickety-ass bridge. But, that's not really how it is in this game, but that's just how I imagine it. Like, I figure this is, like, a overpass or something built before the Great Fall. But the Great Fall didn't completely destroy it, just mostly destroyed it. But there's no other way to get into Africa. So, the Isengard army was fighting to keep it secure. And keep it open. But, you know... Then the Dark Alliance came in, and the Isengard army got knocked back, and we're here to retake it. But that is what you think it is. That is a GM command. And some random girl with red eyes. Don't worry, she is way higher than we all are, but we really should be higher. I mean, like, we just murdered, like, 80 of them. And now she's accusing us of working for them. So basically, we gotta kill this lady. Yeah, none of his abilities are actually kind of useful, so... And y'all just charge. So if I remember correctly, she has 900 HP. It's like 930 or something like that. She doesn't actually do that much damage, but we're way overpowered for where we should be. So we're gonna do power charge. So we can't do boost attack or mega slash because we need a sword or an axe to do it. We have a spear. Which sucks, but oh well. Oh no, she has a machine gun guy. I don't think we ever get those. But it's the same exact model as the previous one, it just looks different. But yeah, that battle's kind of a joke, isn't it? I mean, you did just kind of attack us for no good reason. We're just walking here with giant death machines. Also, scroll back a little bit to when he was like waving his hands. He definitely looked high. Fuck you. Oh, fuck. I'm supposed to keep this PG-13. Fuck you. I really need to stop with those jokes. They haven't been funny in a while, but... I just love getting advertiser unfriendly videos. I'm like 8 for 8 right now, and it's great. So this is Trimi. She's our 4th party member. She's basically a speed attacker. She's not very good, and I'll rarely ever use her. I think she's like the 2nd least used character for when I play. I mean, she has some good parts, but nothing I really care about. You have a problem with that? You bet I do. See, I want to just punch her in the face. She makes me feel all sad, and then she acts like a complete dick. But yeah, so she has a GM command. It's the upgraded version of the original GM. I believe it was employed during the later parts of November. It was literally developed like a week after Odessa, which was the first practical application of the GM. So it's kind of weird, but oh well, you know. Oh, so we do get the machine gun Kai. It still does about as much damage as a bazooka, so it's useless. But she also has arm-mounted missile launchers. I'm not exactly sure what they're from. I'll probably figure it out, but no clue right now. And she has a heat sword. Because she has these arm-mounted things, we can't give her a shield. But we don't really need to. You know, she also has an outrageous outfit, but, you know, pink camo. Who couldn't need purple camo? Perfect. Yeah, she has a medical system, which I think protects against... Oh, it doesn't really tell you, but I think the medical system prevents against the pilot getting hurt, which is kind of useful, but not really. She also has a heat guard, which means a lot of our enemies are about to start using overheat, which is basically permanent paralysis. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but oh well. Yep, she has speed up and therapy. She's the support buff character, but it's until way late in the game that she gets charged and actually becomes useful. So we'll generally never use her except for maybe for therapy. And then she also has the speed attacks like, you know, Speed Lancer and Power Charge and all that stuff. She also comes at level 9. I thought she came at level 12, so I got to 12. But oh well, we'll level her up later. It's fine. But as I said earlier, we're not going to use her, so... I mean, like, shrug. No, he's just crazy dude we're stalking. Yeah, we're just stalking him. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, an armor upgrade kit. So, as I said earlier, we're going to save a bunch of those upgrade kits for when upgrades are actually expensive and they're like 50,000 per upgrade, not when they're like 500. But hey, yeah, that is kind of useful sometimes, but not really. So, the sucky part about this game is, see how they have Desert Zakus? I really like the Desert Zaku, and we're never going to get one. Like, you just can't get one in the game. The repair GMs, though, are kind of an annoying enemy. They'll actually repair people, so they can be useful. But the Desert GM is the MS-06D, I believe? Or it might have been like K or something, but it was designed better to work in the desert environments of Africa, or of the African front. Oh, hey, it's sped up. That's annoying. But mostly the only change is the filters on the outside of the mobile suit were configured so they wouldn't suck as much sand into the mobile suit. One useful thing, at least in Garian's Greed, is they had a scanning module built in, which meant they were very useful for frontline scanning early in the game. And I used the crap out of them. I use them a ton. Yeah, I really like them, and I like the aesthetic of them, but we never get them, so it's kind of sad. And hey, we got kneecap S. I need to grind more of those. I only grinded out like 30. I usually grind out about 200 on the first run through, but I think I'm not going to do that immediately in this one. Oh, and 2 boost scouts. I'm never switching you out. I don't care. So when they're in the back, they generate HP, or they generate energy and regain HP. I'll never use them, but that's what they do. You'll start to notice a lot of the battles are basically the same thing now. In the base game, it gets like this too, except for, you know, it takes an extra day, or it takes an extra turn to charge and all that junk. But it's basically the same thing. But yeah, see, you'll notice the bridge is all like kind of sad. It doesn't match up to my post-apocalyptic expectations for this game. And these are definitely not Zaku cannons. They're just, you know, Zaku's with cannons mounted on them. So the Zaku cannon actually looks closer to the Desert Zaku than it does to the standard Zaku. Then again, these are Zaku 1 cannons, not Zaku 2 cannons. But at this point in the Gundam timeline, the half cannon, or the Zaku 2 half cannon, wasn't developed yet, but the half cannon is basically, well, it's mounted a Gatling gun on a Zaku 2 shoulder. Cannon-wise, they were used when the when Zeon was running low on supplies and they couldn't afford to have not sniper, what are those things? Large cannons on their shoulders. And hey, we got a hacking tool. That's useful. Yeah, they couldn't afford to have them mounted on everyone's shoulders and everything, so what they did was they started mounting machine guns on their shoulders, which were easier to maintain ammo, even though you'd think you'd need more. But hey, we got some DOM data. Because this might surprise you, but later in the game we actually can get a DOM. We aren't going to, but we can. Alright, so I actually want to kill this guy first, because he'll be the biggest pain in the ass. So I believe the Desert Machine Gun actually allows you to overheat your enemy or your opponents when you attack. But I barely ever use that kind of stuff. Yeah, and we didn't get any drops. I honestly don't think we can get anything good from these people, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Repair Kit DX, that's just like a high potion. Not very useful. And then Coolant and a Smoke Bomb. Wow, I like how weird that machine gun looks. Like it has a bipod or something on the left side. So I guess if you're shooting sideways. Yeah, but anyway, Smoke Bomb's kind of useful because it allows you to escape a battle if you think you can't win. But I'd much prefer stealth systems, which make you avoid low-level combat. But that's just because I'm lazy. Hey, Gaff data. That'll be useful, right? Right? Eventful, right? We just kind of walk through the whole thing. Back charger. Back charger just gives you 1 extra energy, either at the start of the battle or per battle. Or per turn. I'm not exactly sure. But that's as long as they're in the back. Which, I mean, skill-wise, that can be useful, but I don't really switch people out, so I probably will never use it. I really should end the episode there, but, you know, I think I'll get us to Eldar Sam Nia, and then we can do it next time. No. Don't give him your real name, goddammit. Yeah, we gotta go walk all the way across Africa in like 3 hours. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I definitely don't remember where this place is. So we're just gonna keep going towards Morocco and hope I remember eventually. Or we see it on the map. Alright, so if I remember correctly, counter GMs have counter field, and so they attract melee attacks, which are kind of useful. Those light GMs, however, are the light armor GMs. Basically, they were designed to be quick attack units for the Federation before the GM Striker was created. They're kind of useless and had no real advantage, but they exist. And they look kind of cool. So I think we're in Mali right now. We're in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Oh look, Gelf tanks. Those are exactly what you think they are. For some reason, they're like, hey, we have these Gauf bodies and these Magella tank bottoms. Let's put them together. Because we clearly don't understand why the Gauf is useful. We'll also see Dom tanks later. And I think it even gets to something ridiculous like the new tank. Like the new Gundam mounted on a tank. I might have just been imagining that, though. And I do love how it gives us so much Gauf data after we built the Gauf. Alright, I think we went too far. Oh, and if you're wondering where the Iron Lance is from, I'm honestly not quite sure. Like, I know it's from SD Gundam, and wow, we found the city on accident. I know it's from SD Gundam, but that's all I can remember about it. Like, I think those are supposed to be dogs, but with the resolution I have it at, I can't tell. Welcome to Eldar Sam Nia, or Eldar Sam Nia. I used to think it was Elmar Sam Nia, which is like the ocean something, but I'm not quite sure what it's about. And if you're wondering, this place has just always been a shithole. I mean, I'm not quite sure how they feed themselves. Maybe like wandering goat herders or something. Also, notice everyone's butt moves in succession. That walk cycle. You know, why make two when you can just have one for every single character? Synced asses. Don't worry, Fritz and Tristan are too. I don't think you'll ever see us walk together, but you know, they do. Everyone runs exactly the same as well. So I think we have to go talk around with people and then go talk to the constable. But I think I'll leave that up till next episode. Oh, no, never mind. Hey, it's Olivia. Oh, wait, we don't know who she is yet. My bad. My name's Tristan. Okay, so we do find out who Olivia is already. Kilimanjaro. I vaguely remember where it is, but I just remember that because it was a base for Zeon during the 1 Year War. But we'll get on that in a little while. And by a little while, I mean about 20 minutes, probably. So we have to go talk to the Elder first. Yeah, that's Olivia. She's like a higher up in the unicorns. We'll meet her again eventually. But anyway, folks, if you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. It's really pointless now, but I said that because I still remember it. Anyway, goodbye.